All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another fantastic episode of This Week in Reselling. I'm your co-host, Ray.
You're the host, not the co-host.
I'm the co-host, Dustin. You're the other co-host. You're the
Host
other
and co-host.
co-host.
He's the main man.
Yeah, well, Dustin's my co-host for sure. So I'm here with my brother-in-law, Dustin.
What's up?
And we have our special guest today. We have Mess Hall Diggs. So
Mess Hall Diggs in the house. I don't know about special guests.
You're
I'm just
very
kinda like
hey,
a
you're
guest.
special, brother.
Just a
You're
guest.
special.
Thing.
Now, guys,
Oh,
thank you
shit.
so much for jumping on Mess Hall. I really appreciate you jumping on a Sunday night. I know there's football on. We do have a poll going on saying, will the Titans win tomorrow? So far, it's 67% yes, 33% no. So we'll see
Let's go.
what the night will bring. Really exciting news, Mess Hall. We just got monetized like 2 days ago.
Oh man,
Let's
that's
go.
great, man.
Yeah, man, it's pretty big. So we got that taken care of. And I guess people can super chat us if they want. I'm not sure how all that works, but if you guys want to be the first ones to super chat us, I don't have any kind of fancy buffaloes like
Like we
Buffalo
got.
Pickers have or anything like that, but maybe down the road. But guys, I'm really excited about today's episode. I got to meet Mess Hall Diggs on Buffalo Pickers channel. He's like what would you say, like a reoccurring guest on that show, like another co-host?
Yeah, I'm like the co-host now. Officially a co-host with Glass City and Buffalo. I'm just like the third wheel on the date. You know what I'm saying? You're out with your girl at the movies, and I'm sitting there with you, and trying to get a little bit of popcorn and stuff from you guys. I'm like the third wheel, I guess. No, it's cool, man. He
I have
invited
fun
me
on
to
the
be
show, so it's a good
regular every
show.
Friday night, so I've committed to it. Except for this last Friday, I took a little mini vacation in North Carolina, but yeah, man, it's cool. I've known Tommy for a while. We're both prior military, so we kind of have that brotherhood connection. He lives real close to my daughter, who's in the military station in Fort Benning. So I've had a chance to stop by and hang out in his warehouse and watch his whole operation go down. And it really makes you feel like you're kind of lazy when you hang out with him, and you see his operation and you're like, wow, okay, I gotta get my things together here. But
It just depends on what where your goals and stuff are. Like Dustin and I, people always ask us, "Is like, what's the next move? Are you guys gonna buy all these pallets and get a warehouse and stuff like that?" It's like right now, I think we're pretty comfortable where we're at. Wouldn't you say, Dustin?
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It would
you guys are like full time, just partners, right? You guys are
well,
all
we're
in together,
part time.
or
We're part time,
Mhm.
just like you, part time.
okay.
Yeah. So we both have pretty good jobs that we enjoy, and we like doing it just part time. We don't want to have it depend on that full income to just support our families. You know what I mean? So at least not right now. But if it had to come down to it, I think we can make it work.
Right.
But Mess Hall, real quick, for the people that may not know you, and guys, if you want to follow Mess Hall on Instagram, follow his YouTube channel, Mess Hall Diggs. It's all down in the description below. But for the people who may not know you, dude, give us a little background of yourself. Give us like the origin story, how you became the Mess Hall Diggs, and just tell us all the good stuff, brother.
Okay, so not to bore everybody to death, but my origin story, I grew up in the Bay Area in California. I was born in San Leandro. I lived in Oakland, Hayward, El Cerrito. I was raised in the Berkeley flea markets, huge Cal Berkeley fan, big college football town. And joined the military. I went to college for a year. I tried playing baseball at the junior college level and fell in love with partying more than going to practice in class. But I figured needed to join the military to kind of straighten things out. So joined the military, ended up doing 23 years in the Army.
Wow.
As a food service specialist. I was a cook. And that's where I got the name Mess Hall from. Kind of the Army term for where all the soldiers gathered to eat was the mess hall. It's called the dining facility now. They kind of upgraded from mess hall to dining facility. Mess hall's old school. I'm old school. So that's the screen name I chose when I got into reselling. I got into eBay probably 2013-ish when my wife got tired of moving my baseball cards around the garage, you know. So I tried to sell off as many of those as I could on eBay. At least the good ones, you know. The problem with me is I collected people no one cared about, like, you know, Will Clark and Christian Okoye was my favorite running back, and he's not worth a whole lot of money, you know, back in 2013. And from there, as I was getting close to retirement, I've always been a thrifter. You know, we grew up kind of poor and didn't have a lot, so we always went to thrift stores and flea markets and yard sales, and that's where I got, you know, most of my stuff for school when I was growing up. But what really got me back into reselling heavy was when my son started kind of upgrading video game systems. You know, he started off on an Xbox 360, then he went to a PS2, then a PS4. So I was looking to get rid of the ones he wasn't playing anymore. And, you know, GameStop doesn't really give you anything for games. So I said, I wonder if these will sell on any platforms like eBay. And then I had heard about Mercari from somewhere. I think I saw a commercial or something. I don't know what it was, but Mercari was a name getting thrown around. So I checked out Mercari, ended up selling a bunch of my son's old video games for pretty good money. And then just kind of went from there. Then I started going to Goodwill looking for video games and video game systems. And then I was going to Plato's Closet with my kids and noticed that they were selling shoes at Plato's Closet. And I was like, there's a market for old been worn shoes out there in the world, because Plato's Closet's selling used shoes for $50-$60. So I was like, well, let me look into this, because I know shoes. Shoes is my life. I'm a sneakerhead, always have been. And then it just kind of blossomed from there, from video games to shoes. Then we got into clothing, and then I started watching YouTube videos, and it kind of took off from there, man. Then I retired from the military, got a job teaching culinary arts. So I teach at Austin P. You guys heard of Austin P, right? State University.
Yes, sir.
So I graduated from that university. So I'm an alumni, and they invited me to teach in a culinary program as one of the chefs up there. So I do that. It's my full-time job. And I mean, I could probably be full-time if I want to be, but I love, like you guys, I love my job, man. I just love teaching. I love, you know, I got kids now that have never boiled water in their life, and now they're standing in front of me just wanting to learn how to cook. So there's no greater reward than teaching, right? That's why we do YouTube. That's why we do social media, to try to reach out and try to teach and share knowledge. And that's why I love this community, man. It's a great community.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Well, congrats, dude. I bet that is super fulfilling for you to, just like you said, have a kid come in not knowing how to boil water or make scrambled eggs to making, I don't know, what are some of the things that you guys make in class?
Well, so we just had our final last week, which is why I took my mini vacation, because the final was done. And you got to think, we had this kid that had never done anything but like microwave top ramen before. That's like the highest height of their cooking experience. And they ended up making a fried chicken cutlet with homemade French fries, and they made a dipping sauce for their French fries, and they cooked perfect broccoli, and then they made a chocolate mousse as their dessert. And I mean, that's a long way to go, and it's only 8 weeks. Our classes only last 8 weeks, so it's kind of, you know, I have 8 weeks to get you from there to there. And
dang, that's crazy.
And they only see me once a week for that class that I taught. For the culinary, the introduction was once a week for 8 weeks, and I got to teach you go from cup of noodles to making fried chicken. You know, that's a long growth. And then plus they made a dessert using gelatin and shaved chocolate and doing all this crazy stuff. So it was really cool, man, just to see the growth.
That's awesome. Well, if you ever need any kind of judges for your next finals, Dustin and I will gladly drive up there and
Absolutely.
that might, hey, why
I'll walk
why
even if I have to.
don't be messing around, because
I'm not. Hey, I'm not, man. Let's go.
the next class I have, it starts on the 26th. It's my advanced culinary class. So we're gonna actually do some like tasting menu type stuff, and we're gonna need people to come in and actually grade them on how they did. So I might hold you to that now.
Hey, hold me to that. Dustin and I will for sure
Hold
go
me.
up there.
Tie me down to it. I don't care.
I
Yeah,
might hold you to it.
that's yeah, for sure, man. But yeah, man, that's awesome. So I know some of the overrated, underrated questions that we have, as you saw them, I knew that you were a chef, so they're kind of food related too. So I wanted your opinions on some of the stuff there. So
Most definitely.
yeah, man. So let's say hi to some people in the chat, because we have some of the friends of the channel for sure. We have Mile High Hustlers. They said, "What's up, guys?" They were on Buffalo Pickers channel this Friday, I believe, and they just hit 500 subscribers.
Let's go.
So guys, go help them out. Help them reach the 1,000 subscribers. 500 is that's a big milestone. That's almost like you're getting there.
It's awesome,
so
man. It really
for
is.
sure. And we have our friend Jennifer Hayes, the OG, the MVP of every reselling YouTube out there. She is amazing. But yeah, so let's get into the overrated, underrated questions.
Well, hey, she wants to know. Mile High Hustlers want to know what my best flip was.
There we go. Let's do it. That actually is one of the questions later on in the interview, but we'll go ahead and
I don't know, because for me, I've made a lot of money on a lot of different things, but my favorite flip was when I was at an antique store and I think the last time I was on Defend the Hustle Friday night, I showed off those Converse slides that I had found. But the first time I found them at an antique store for $4, like the Chuck Taylor Converse slides. So they're like super rare, hard to find. They don't make them anymore. And I flipped those for like $97, I think, is what I sold them for. And that was like the most eye-opening flip ever for me, because I spent $4 and flipped it for 97. You know, that was the first huge flip my reselling career. Because usually it was just, you know, buy a pair of shoes for $6, sell them for 25. Buy a pair of shoes for $8, sell them for 30. You know, buy a $4 t-shirt, sell it for 20. It was just always that bread and butter type thing. And then I hit this huge, you know, $80 profit margin. And I was like, holy crap. Like, that's what kind of made me work harder, I guess. And like, okay, I got to find more things like this. So that's definitely my favorite, most memorable one, because that made me kind of dig in and look harder. And my motto now is you got to stop saying yes to good, you know, stop saying yes to good. I only say yes to great now, you know, because to me, my time is way more valuable than it used to be. So a lot of times I'll go in a thrift store now, I'll be in there for 2 or 3 hours and I'll buy maybe 4 things, you know, because I only grab what's the great, huge, awesome finds that I find. And that kind of helps me keep my death pile from growing so out of control like it used to be. I mean, my death pile used to be, I was borderline hoarder for a while. I was just buying everything and anything. If I can make $2 on it, I was buying it. You know, I used to, you know, then you got to kind of get smart and make your time more valuable than it is. You know?
For sure. I know that a lot of people, you know, they say they have like over 10,000 items in their eBay store, which I think is, to me, I don't know. That sounds stressful. And to me, I'm thinking
I'd lose everything.
They're not buying good enough stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have that much stuff in inventory. I want to get it in and get it out, you know, like at the most 1,000 items, you know?
Yeah. My favorite moment, it happened earlier this year in like February, I think. So I only had like 530 items in my store, and I hit the 20K 90-day mark. Like, that's kind of the goal for a lot of resellers, 20K in 90 days. That was like one of my proudest achievements, because to hit 20K in 90 days with only 500 items, that means everything that I'm picking is selling, and it's selling for good profit margins. You know what I mean? So that's kind of I'm at I want to get to 1,000. I think 1,000 is my limit for space and like without having to go get a storage facility and all that. Because my wife resells too. So you can imagine two resellers living in one house, with bins and storage and trying to keep up with her stuff and my stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I think 1,000 was like my number. I don't think I want to go any more than that, but I want it to eventually be like 1,000 items that I'm proud to have in my store. Like everybody needs bread and butter stuff, but at least it's cool bread and butter stuff. It's
right.
I'll make $10, but it's gonna be on like a Star Wars figure or something that's really cool. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I've been looking at just adjusting the business to where all my items are like, yeah, someone's really gonna want this. You know what I mean? Instead of this might make me some money. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. I never want to. Yeah, Dustin and I, we always talk. We don't like buying things that we don't excite us to list. Because I don't want to list 5 women's blouses when I could list. Like
Right.
5 Funko Pops or
exactly
Jordans or something like that.
Yep. I'm the same way, man. You got to have it because I was just going through I still have kind of a decent death pile, and I was kind of cleaning up my office today, and I was going through some of these shirts that I had bought probably 2 months ago, and I was just like, it was like I found them all over again. I was like, oh man, I can't wait to post this one. Oh, this is awesome. That's the kind of stuff I want to have, even when I dig through it. Instead of saying, oh man, why the hell did I buy this? It's like, oh man, I forgot about this. I got to put this up right now.
Yeah.
That's what makes it fun. You got to have fun with it, or else it just becomes like another job that we don't want to have,
For sure.
Exactly.
For sure. Let's see here. Mile High just said something on here. Let's see what she says. Says, Nashville Pickers, I have a question for y'all. Have y'all ever went to check out antique archaeology there in Nashville? We went there when we drove through. No, we've never been there.
Mm-mm.
Do you know what that store is, Mess Hall? The
American Pickers?
Yeah, we've never been there. We have never been there. We know where it is. We just never been there.
That's right behind. Yellow Wolf is the rapper. You ever heard of Yellow Wolf?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
His store is in front of it. If you go out that way,
I saw Yellow Wolf at Walmart. I meant to tell you this, Dustin, the other day, and he was buying a Nintendo Switch games.
No, was he?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So,
did you get a picture with him?
No, but I was like, who's this man? This bright red leather jacket and these red weird like women's boots. I was like, oh, that's Yellow Wolf. I was like, I knew
sounds
that
like
is.
him. That sounds like him.
I only like, I think, what was it? Trunk Music? Is that one of it?
Yeah, Trunk Music. That was his first. He's got like 3 of them out now.
Yeah, that's the one that I like. The Trunk Music one. The one with Daddy's Lambo on it. I like that. Yeah.
With drama beats. Yeah.
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah.
So Mess Hall, do you ever find any Funko Pops at the thrift store?
I do, man. I hit a score, man. Probably it was a few months ago. I hit a huge Funko Pop score at the Goodwill in Clarksville.
Oh.
I don't know what happened. Maybe, angry divorced wife dropped them off, or I don't know what it was. But every single one that I think there was 4 of them that I grabbed. A couple of them I didn't grab, but all the 4 that I did pick up were very valuable, and they're all like $4.99 when I picked them up. But he had like a couple of the supernatural ones that are going for like $60, $70. The original Neo Matrix one. I think I sold that for $60.
Dang.
But yeah, it was 3 supernatural ones and the Neo Matrix one. And the other 2, the boxes were really beat up. And you know how it is with Funkos.
Yeah, that's
the boxes beat up. I mean, you pretty much got to sell it without a box. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yes, I find them. I found because I'm a huge horror movie guy. Chucky's my favorite. I found a Child's Play 2 Chucky Funko, but I kept that one for my collection. And I always I went to Hot Topic because I had a bunch of like Hot Topic, like they have Cold Cash or whatever.
Yeah.
I had Hot Topic cash. So it was pretty much get half off, your order of $60 or more. So I got $60 worth of Funkos for $30 when I went to Hot Topic.
That's a good place to find them.
Yeah, because they have, the Hot Topic exclusives and that kind of stuff. I bought a couple of those. I got the Harry and Lloyd Dumb and Dumber, the Mutt Truck thing.
Oh, that's a good one.
I got that. Every time I'm in Walmart, I always go by and see what Walmart's got going on. But nothing crazy. I know you have that hookup, right? With the Pop.
Yes, sir. That's what I was fixing to ask you. So we just wanted to give a shout out to our sponsor of the show, Poppin' Off Toys. They're actually located here in Nashville, Mess Hall. So if you ever want any Funko Pops, if you have some collectors out there that are, looking for some Funko Pops, they got some Nashville Predators ones. They got the new collegiate mascot Funkos. They got the Funko Sodas, the new Jingle All the Way Turbo Man ones. So if you go to poppinofftoys.com and use the code Nashville Flippers, you'll get 10% off, which is awesome. And this store, I know that you were mentioning this Mess Hall about the boxes. They're guaranteed to come ship mint to your door when you receive any Funko from poppinofftoys.com. So I got to meet the guy, the owner, Wes. We actually had him on the podcast not too long ago. Super passionate about what he does, and it's a good little sponsorship that we have. So we always like to show them love. But
did you get any Turbo Man yet?
I didn't get any Turbo Man Funko Pops, but I did get the figure. He's back there somewhere.
Yeah.
Right
I ordered the Amazon exclusive. The Amazon exclusive ones were on pre-order. I think. So I got a couple of those, the Amazon exclusive ones. I haven't got them in yet.
Okay.
No worries.
I hate pre-orders, man, because pre-orders, one, you forget you freaking ordered the shit, and then two, you gotta try to dig back through your email to try to remember when they're gonna ship it out, Because I remember I had bought a you heard of was it Foco that does the bobbleheads, the sports bobbleheads? Is it Foco? I think
Funko.
No, the bobbleheads, the sports bobbleheads.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
I think it's FOCO, like FOCO.
Okay.
But they do a lot of pre-orders on their stuff, but it's very valuable. Like I think they're $50 when you pre-order them, but they sell out. The pre-orders sell out, and then you could probably sell them. Like I have a Jason Williams one that's going for like 130 right now, and I paid $50 for it. But when I bought it and didn't realize it said we'll ship October 1st. Well, I bought it in like March. You know what I mean?
Oh,
dang, that's crazy.
So it's like all of a sudden I'm checking, my front porch and there's a box. I'm like, what the hell is this thing? And like I open it up and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember I freaking pre-ordered this like 4 months ago.
That's crazy. Yeah, some of those pre-orders are crazy at the time, especially now with the with everything going on and the shipping containers and stuff going from China.
Man.
Yeah, it's a big mess. But let's get into overrated, underrated Mess Hall.
Let's do it.
We got 10 things. You let us know, in your opinion, if they're overrated or underrated. And we'll go ahead and start. Dustin, I'll take the odds if you take the evens. And first one, Mess Hall, overrated, underrated, in your opinion, retail arbitrage.
I think it's underrated, actually.
Okay.
I know I have a lot of resellers around Clarksville. I bump into them all the time. We always talk, and they're all just like strictly yard sale, thrift store people. That's it. They're not interested in venturing out into anything else. It's if I can't find it at a yard sale or a thrift store, then I ain't selling anything. And I've talked to them about retail arbitrage, and they have zero interest in doing it at all whatsoever. So, I mean, that's just another thing that you have to take advantage of if you want to be, good at this business, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. What's the best thing you found retail arbitrage?
It was an airsoft BB gun at Walmart on clearance. I want to say I paid $25 for it. It was originally $100, and I sold it for like $150.
Nice.
There you
On
go.
eBay, because don't you do a little bit on Amazon too, or just eBay?
Yeah,
strictly?
whatever I'm not gated on, but I'll sell. I'm still gated in a bunch of stuff because I don't really mess with Amazon too much.
Mhm.
eBay is my number one. I'd say like 80% is eBay. And then besides eBay, I sell a lot of stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Macari still kind of got like a small 1-bedroom apartment in my heart, you know, even though they've kind of gone down a little bit, in my opinion.
I hate Macari.
Just
I hate
tired
everything about it.
Tired of dealing with the low ball offers and all that crap. I mean, like I put a thing on my Instagram. Someone sent me a $4 offer, $4 free shipping on something. I mean, it's going to cost more than $4 to ship it, dude. Like, come on, man. You know,
That's crazy.
That's Macari and Poshmark. I have a lot of success with shoes on Poshmark. I think that's. I do have some items on Poshmark, but there's some stuff that I thrifted probably 2.5 years ago that I still did. Like I have Nautica stuff on Poshmark and like Nautica.
Oh wow! Is Nautica
selling,
coming back?
No, man. I thought it was. Nautica was cool when I was in high school. That's why I thought.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
The resale value isn't what I thought it was going to be. So I have to really go through and just revamp my whole Poshmark store. But shoes, I've had huge success with shoes on Poshmark because you can't beat that shipping price that customers pay for shoes on Poshmark. You know, they still have that standard rate, but yeah, eBay is my number one, and it's because that's what kind of took off for me. eBay like skyrocketed my side hustle, and so when you have something do that, you kind of tend to like zone in on that one thing. And I started spreading myself a little too thin, I think, because I was on Depop. I was like on 8 different things, and then
That's too much, man.
That's before like cross listing and all this other stuff was coming out that I didn't know about. So I was selling things on one, forgetting to take it off the other, and then we had a yard sale, and like my kids and my wife were selling stuff that I had for sale on eBay. I was like, all right, we gotta. You know, I revamped my business probably like 6-7 times the last 2 years, just trying to get better at one thing. You know what I mean? And then I was trying to do YouTube and trying to do Instagram and then trying to do TikTok. And I'm just like, all right, this is getting out of control.
It's a lot, man.
You know what I mean?
It's a lot.
Let's try to zone in on one thing and get good at it first, you know.
For sure. I know that you mentioned Nautica coming back or not coming back. You know, like the Russell brand or the Champion brand just kind of had a huge you know, it came back because it used to be at Walmart. Guess what I saw at Walmart the other day?
What?
Fubu. They are selling Fubu at Walmart now.
You're lying.
Really?
I swear.
It just came back at Walmart?
Came back. You can buy it at Walmart.
Out of the blue.
Out of the blue.
And I saw freaking, we have a Burlington at the Clarksville Mall now, if you guys like Burlington. But Burlington they brought Ed Hardy shoes back. Remember Ed Hardy?
Oh yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's Ed Hardy shoes at Burlington now. I was like, what the hell?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We got the Knucklehead Hustler is in the building. Good to see you. I think he has a question. He says, Thrift A Life has an awesome free guide for men's clothing. It covers all through rate for the brands and which categories are higher in the band. Ooh, that's nice. I'm gonna have to check that out. She said, "What you LOL haven't seen that yet?" Yeah, be on the lookout for Fubu at Walmart. It's crazy.
Well, I know vintage Fubu sells good for me, man.
Oh, for sure.
Vintage Fubu stuff.
Yeah. Oh, like the Fat Albert stuff and all that stuff. Dustin, you want to take number 2?
Let's go. Overrated, underrated air fryers.
Underrated, man. I use my air fryer all the time, man. It's great for like all the little side items or like appetizers, or I like it because you can set it and forget it. You know what I mean? It's if you put something in the oven, you can forget about it, because I never set timers or anything. I just throw stuff in the oven and walk away all the time. But an air fryer, set it for 10 minutes. It shuts off after 10 minutes or whatever. So
Yeah.
underrated.
Air fryer
man.
wings, air fryer steak. Stuff's good.
Everything.
You're gonna have to show us some air fryer recipe because I feel like I still don't know how to use mine too well.
Just toss a steak in there and just put it on. It's good. Chicken wings.
I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure this.
Yeah, my favorite things is like mozzarella sticks or French fries or chicken fingers or chicken wings, like you said, like all that kind of smallish type stuff. Perfect for the air fryer.
Okay. And guys, let us know what you guys think about these overrated or underrated. I'm curious to see what you guys think about, your thoughts on these. So let's move on to number 3, overrated, underrated mess hall, Facebook Marketplace.
I like it, man. I don't know if it's overrated though. Facebook Marketplace kind of getting silly to me a little bit because a lot of times when I'm searching for things locally, I still get a lot of those ads and advertisements and things that will ship to you. Like I'm not looking for dudes that'll ship things to me from Ohio. I want something that's local here in Clarksville. That's what I'm looking for. And I see a lot of people selling fake stuff too, man. There's a lot of fake Jordans and fake Yeezys and things like that. I'm seeing a lot of popping up now too. So you have to be careful, depending on what you're looking for. I'm always on, I like selling things on Facebook Marketplace for sure. I think it's underrated as a platform to sell things on. But looking for deals on trying to, do some Facebook Marketplace arbitrage or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Find people slipping. Because I have found a lot of good deals. I found a lady that was selling like her whole, you guys have heard of Ray Dunn? The Ray Dunn?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So she was selling her like whole Ray Dunn mug collection.
Wow.
And I talked her down to like $2 a mug. And so I bought all the ones she had. I spent like, I don't know, $60 or whatever, bought all of them. Sold a bunch. My wife kept a bunch because like my whole kitchen cabinet's full of Ray Dunn mugs. So
nice.
You can find great deals, man, but you just gotta be careful because I was on there the other day. I saw guys selling brand new Yeezys for like $90 or something. I was like, come on, get out of here.
I guess, I mean, there is a market for, you're a sneakerhead, this, like reps and fakes. Like people would rather buy that than the real one sometimes just because it's a little cheaper and they can actually get it. But I guess if they let the buyer know that they're not legit, then it's okay. But I guess if you're kind of making the kind of lying to the buyer saying that they're real and they're really fake, then that's a different story,
Right. Yeah, I agree, man, but nowhere in the listing does it say counterfeit or inspired
replica. Yeah.
Any of those kind of keywords, you know what I mean? It just says Yeezy 700s, $90 new. Like, they got to make you contact and be like, hey man, are these authentic? Are they fake? And then I guess they'll tell you then. But
yeah,
being a sneakerhead, that's like, it goes against all the laws. You can't.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So we have Mile High Hustler said that they recently made some vegan chicken with cauliflower and breaded it. It was good on the air fryer. I'm definitely going to have to check that out. Knucklehead Hustler said, my local Facebook Marketplace looks like a place for suckers or people trying to get free stuff. I don't have much luck making money on it. Oh, okay. It's hit or miss. I know sometimes, and it's weird because, whatever you search, the algorithm knows that's what you like. So you can't really if you're trying to look for something else, it's kind of hard to look for something else sometimes, because it keeps showing you the things that you kind of are interested in, but all right, let's move on to the next one. Overrated, underrated, mess hall number 4, Dustin.
Yep. Gym memberships.
Oh, overrated, dude.
Overrated, he said. Okay.
I mean, come on, man. Coming from the military, we weren't even allowed to go to the gym, man. It was against the law unless we were in our off time. Yeah, put your damn running shoes on and hit the streets, man. And
hit the streets, hit the
do
pavement.
Some pull-ups on some tree limbs, do some dips on, on the corner. We used to run. You could run to a corner, do push-ups and sit-ups, get up, run to the next corner, do push-ups and sit-ups. You don't need to go to a gym, man. You'll be all right.
There you go, guys.
And I got like prison. I got prison weights in my garage. They're all rusty and shit, and I still get it in. So
they got some weights now. You can put concrete in them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
You
they're
can do
made
all
of
kinds of
plastic,
things.
and you fill it up with concrete.
Oh, I
And
think
it's pretty cool.
Huh.
It's like I want to get them, try them out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Build a home gym or just go outside. You'll be all right.
I need to build a home gym. That's my next project,
one day.
Dustin. Yeah.
Next house we get, if we got room, plan on having room. I'm definitely having a gym.
A home gym. Yeah.
Mhm.
Save a lot of money. Okay.
For sure.
Overrated, underrated mess hall. Number 5, off-price stores, aka Ross, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Burlington's. What else is there, Dustin? Scratch and dent stores,
You said TJ Maxx already.
Bargain Hunt. You guys have one of those up there in Clarksville?
Yeah, we have a bargain hunt. Yep.
Would Kohl's be considered that?
No, I don't think so. What do you think?
Because a lot of their stuff's on clearance, or marked down a lot.
I think they do that on purpose.
It depends.
I don't think Kohl's is. I love them, man. I've made a lot of money off. I think Ross is my favorite.
Yeah.
TJ Maxx is probably my second favorite. Marshalls used to be really good, man, because you know with Marshalls, the box comes with the shoes. You buy a pair of shoes, it comes with the box.
Yeah.
So that helps sell them.
Mm-hmm.
The Marshalls in Nashville was really good, man. The one, I don't know, it's the one that's got Burlington, it's got Marshalls, it's got Home Goods, it's got all that.
We've been
That's
over
the one
there.
we went to, by the 100 Oaks.
100
Mhm.
Oaks, yeah. So we got
Yeah.
all those in like the same strip. I used to kill
hit 'em
that
all.
area. Yep. That's the one that's got the hospital by it, right?
Yep.
The Vanderbilt
Yeah.
Hospital right there. Yep.
And that big movie theaters in the corner.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We were there a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. It was like 3
3
weeks ago.
Yeah.
We
What
found
about
some
that?
good
Isn't there a
stuff.
guitar? There's a guitar center over there too, right?
Yeah. And then
You
Electronic
find any-
Express.
You find any deals in that? Like anything worth checking
Didn't
out?
even
Guitar
think
Center?
about going in there, honestly.
I wouldn't
should
even
have.
know what to look for in there, you know?
Yeah, because I wonder if like like special they do like special drumsticks or picks or guitar strings and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. Find a clearance deal in there, maybe what might be worth looking into. I don't know.
That's a great point.
Mm.
Huh. Are you much of a musician, Messall?
No, I love music, obviously. But the only reason because I find a lot of this stuff when I'm out thrifting or antiquing, I find I can't remember the name, but some famous drummer had their own line of drumsticks come out, and I found a pair of them at a thrift store, but they were like looked like dogs chewed them up or something. They weren't in any, but I mean, if they were in great condition, I probably could have made some money off of them. But I find guitars a lot at antique stores, just acoustic guitars, electric guitars. I find amps all the time. I always see amps everywhere. I did make a lot of money on a case. I think it was for a bass or something. It had like the nice felt inside of it and everything, a nice case.
Uh-huh.
I got for like $20. I sold it for $90 on
Nice.
Facebook Marketplace. Actually, a musician in Nashville bought it from me. But, so yeah, I always wondered because when I go over there, I see that and I'm like, I wonder if they're worth even checking out. At least go in there and just scan stuff, you know? If you
Yeah.
just start scanning things. And I have a feeling like because I'm gated on so many things on Amazon, I might be able to find some things that Amazon would let me sell in there. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. That's a good
Because
point.
the one thing that just blows my mind, man, is that because I have this weird feeling in my mind that everyone's gonna catch on to what we're doing. You know what I mean? It's like this weird premonition, like people are gonna start catching on. Like, hey, I know you. What are you doing, man? I know you didn't pay whatever you paid. I just have this feeling, and it hasn't happened yet because I've sold things that I bought on Walmart.com for $20, and I've sold it for $60 on eBay.
Mm.
And I'm thinking to myself, why would this person spend $60 on eBay without researching a cheaper price somewhere else?
It's because they don't care. You know, some people have so much money they just
isn't
don't
that
care.
crazy to you though?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Like if you would have just looked this up on Walmart, you would see you could have paid $20 for it, but you just
Uh-huh.
paid 60 and bought it from me. It's the craziest thing.
And
I don't know.
it's weird. People think that if it's a lower price, then there's something wrong with it. If they see there's a higher, it's like I might get like the defective version or the old, so they think in their heads there's something wrong with it. So they buy it for the higher price, which is crazy, but
I was doing that. I don't know if you heard me talk about it, but I was doing that with skateboards from, Zoomies, right? The shop Zoomies at the mall.
Yeah.
So I was buying skateboards from Zoomies for $50. So not only are they $50 at Zoomies, they're $50 on Zoomies.com. And I was selling those on eBay for $100. So I was doing like these skateboard flips for a while. Whatever, like when the Ghostbusters had their anniversary boards came out, like you could literally, because I did it. I ordered one on Zoomies. They sent it to my house. I posted it on eBay, and then I shipped it off, making $40, $50 a board. And it was like, this is the craziest thing to me. How are people not researching these things? They're just buying them. I mean, I don't know.
That is weird. That's crazy. So let's get to the next one. Overrated, underrated, number 6, Dustin. Let me see if you can pronounce that. Can you pronounce it?
I don't think I can, but I'm going to go with it. A sous vide cooker. Sous vide cooker.
Yep, sous vide. So what sous vide is low and slow is what we call it in the culinary world. Low and slow. Overrated to me. I don't mess with them. I know chefs live and die by the sous vide method. It's pretty much where you just vacuum seal something and you cook it at a low simmer for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. It's supposed to produce like the finest quality for meats and whatever else you're trying to sous vide. But
it's like in water, right? You
it's
put it in water.
You vacuum seal a turkey breast, let's say, and then you put it in water. And the sous vide machine hooks onto your pot, and it just keeps it at that steady, 140 degrees or whatever. So it's slowly cooking it, for 6 or 7, 8 hours. And then from there, you grill it off or whatever you want to do with it to caramelize it. But it's good. It's good, man. It's a good method. The product is outstanding, but I don't have that. I don't have that kind of time, man.
Nice.
I agree.
When I cook dinner, I cook dinner from home. I'm more like 30 minutes or less kind of person when I cook dinner at home. So
nice.
I mean, I guess I could leave it on my stove for 8 hours. I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds a little dangerous too. You never know what could happen if you just leave it there for 8 hours. So, all right,
crazy
next
German Shepherd. So,
there you go. Next one up, Mess Hall, overrated, underrated, selling on Amazon.
Don't really. I mean, if you talk to Glass City and Buffalo Picker, severely underrated. We've had these arguments all the time, man. I'm an Amazon part-timer, so I don't really like it. I don't like the whole let's get a pallet of sous vide machines, and it's just not. I'm a treasure hunter, man. Like that's. I'm gonna go dig through a pile of clothes and find the Guns N' Roses T-shirt from 1987. That I'm that kind of reseller. The pallets of the same item, purchasing 15 of one thing. It's cool, and I can see there's money in it. It just doesn't appeal to me. You know what I mean?
Agree.
So, but I'm not gonna say it's underrated, overrated. It's definitely a great platform to make a lot of money, and there's a lot of competition too. But not for me, man. Not for me personally.
There you go, guys. So next one up, Dustin, overrated, underrated, and let's make sure we get it right on this one.
Chucky movies.
So obviously severely underrated. Chucky's my dude. He's my favorite.
Is he pulling out a Chucky right now?
I got my Chucky with the Supreme bandana on. So I have this one, of course. This was my going away present when I left the Army from my soldiers. So that lets you know how much I talked about them all the time. I have the Supreme one that came out.
There's a Supreme Chucky that came out.
There's a Supreme released a Chucky last Halloween. They came out with a talking Chucky that Supreme. He has the Supreme overalls on and everything.
That is freaking great. That's awesome.
Crazy.
Ray's looking it up right now.
Yep, I am. I want to see what it looks like.
Oh, hold on. Give me a sec. I'll grab it. I got it over
Okay. Oh, I see it. That's crazy. It's going for $300, Dustin.
300.
Yeah, 300, but this will be buried with me, man.
That is awesome.
That's crazy.
Supreme Chucky. I can talk, dude. This is like my prized possession.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, I don't care if it was. I don't care.
What do you think about the TV show coming out?
Yeah, I saw it. The first episode already aired. It's
is it already on? What channel does it come on?
USA, Sci-Fi, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it any good?
It's good, man. It's good. It's got the original Brad Dourif or whatever, the original voice of Chucky from the original movie.
Watching it tonight.
Oh, nice. What do you have? Do you actually have a Good Guys doll? When do you get one of those?
I don't have a Good Guys, but I got a My Buddy. You remember My Buddy?
I used to have that one.
Because Chucky was inspired by My Buddy, right?
Well, he was inspired by a different doll that had like voodoo things on it. But I always thought it was inspired by the My Buddy because it kind of really
exactly. I know.
Overall,
yeah, that's
everything.
My mom got rid of mine.
That's Chucky.
I'm upset because I wanted both of them.
Yeah, I got the OG My Buddy doll, man.
What does the My Buddy go for right now on eBay? Do you know?
I don't know. I just have one. I don't plan on selling it. You know what I mean?
Don't tell me, Ray, because I'm upset. I had the blonde hair one and the brown hair.
You had both?
I had both.
Well, it's not too bad, Dustin. Not too bad.
Not yet.
About like $40 or something.
It's gone up a little bit. One just sold today for 70.
70.
Okay, that's not too bad.
That's a little bit on the high side. They have one with blonde hair, and there's even an African American My Buddy doll. Interesting. That one actually in box is $399 that just sold.
In the box?
In the box.
$399?
$399.
Yeah, mine wasn't in the box. Mine probably has some crayon markings on it, stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah, mine's kind of beat up, but it's not for sale either.
That's nice. We're gonna have to get you
showing off all my toys, man. All my
I like it. So next one up, overrated, underrated, antique booths.
Oh, you must know me too well. Severely underrated.
Okay.
Underrated.
Tell us.
So antique booths are probably my favorite place to source. And I'll tell you why. This is the main reason. So a lot of them are gonna be misses, but you will come across people. And I'm trying to get in the antique booth game. That's my next thing. I'm on the list.
What's your next thing?
I'm on the list to get a booth. I think I'm number 3 on the list. So I need 2 more people to give up on life before I get a booth. But, so the best thing about it is when you go to an antique store, they have a booth and it's something that you can sell. A lot of them is just like one-off items. Some of them specialize in a certain thing. Like, let's say candles is their thing. But what they do is they have these things called like booth fillers. So they have all this empty space and they just kind of go yard selling, or they go to Goodwill, or they just try to find items that just make their booth look more full. Well, the thing is, the things that they're grabbing to make their booth look more full, they're not really too keen on or not experts on that kind of stuff. So it's just, that's where you can catch like the craziest deals. Like that's how I found all my old school wrestlers. Like I had a Ric Flair one still in the package. I mean, they were all $8. You just had like this weird little corner of just like old wrestlers. And I bought all of them. They're all $8. And the cheapest one's going for like $45 right now. And it's the last one I got left. And that's the Shawn Michaels with the referee outfit on. It's from like 2004 or something. But she, like, you could tell, like, I can't really remember. It was like pots and pans and kitchenware and then just rustlers. Like, all right.
Yeah, that's odd.
And so that's kind of what I look for. And that's how I found those shoes, those Converse slides. So she had like a bunch of, like you said, old-timey women's blouses and like jean skirts. And then she had these Converse shoes. She didn't know the value of them. So she just put $4 price tag on them. You know, that's the beauty of like antique shopping, is you can find things that people forgot to look up or they don't know the value of, and they're just using it to kind of fill up space. And that's where you catch them slipping, as I say.
Okay. That's great information right there.
Yes.
We're gonna have to hit up some antique booths pretty soon.
There's one right down, kinda. It's like right down by Give Me Five.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Different spots. It's different ones in there. We should check it out.
We need to check it out for sure. All right. So the last one, Mess Hall. Overrated, underrated. Dustin, this will be a good one.
LeBron James.
Man, that's hard. That's the toughest question yet, man. I don't think he's underrated. I mean, most think he's the greatest of all time. I personally don't. I think Jordan, of course, is the greatest of all time. And I think Kobe's probably the second. I'd take Kobe over LeBron, but I don't think he's overrated. I mean, the dude's amazing. I mean, LeBron's amazing. You know, I can't say he's overrated, but I think he's rated just fine. How about that?
Okay. That is a tough question.
It is.
We can spend the whole hour talking about LeBron James.
Okay, I mean, I'm going to rank him in that 3 as well, but it's so hard because LeBron's like, what, power forward, small forward, and a point guard? It's hard to rank them when Jordan only played one position, Kobe only played one position.
Yeah.
Most versatile, greatest all time, yeah, LeBron. But if you're gonna rank by player, Michael Jordan, Kobe, LeBron.
See, I like killers, man. Basketball players. LeBron's not. He don't have that Jordan like killer. Kobe was a killer.
Exactly.
Michael was a killer. Like he would just take your soul from you. LeBron, just a really great player.
And there really hasn't been a killer player since Kobe.
Yeah,
I mean, Russell's got that little bit of an instinct in him, I think.
He does, but none has won 6 championships or 5 championships.
It's true.
Like I think even Steph Curry's got a little bit more killer in him than LeBron. Like when Steph has the ball, he can kill you with one shot. When LeBron has the ball, it's like, oh, what's he gonna do? Pass it, try to dunk it. Don't shoot a 3. You don't really know what LeBron's gonna do. When Steph has the ball, you're about to get your lights blown out. You know what I mean? So I like watching that. When Michael had the ball, it's like, oh, here we go. Everyone had to watch what was gonna happen.
Tongues out, ready to
do something special. Kobe, same way. LeBron, you just don't know what's going to happen. And it usually doesn't end up too good. But
he's going to pass. He's going to pass the ball for sure.
I think Giannis is getting up there.
Yeah,
he's getting close.
Oh,
he's starting to hit 3s now too. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to the next question. That concludes our overrated, underrated segment of the show. We're getting down to the nitty gritty here, Mess Hall. So we got a couple more questions for you. I know that you've already told us what your biggest flip was. What about your biggest bust?
My biggest bust.
Maybe something you looked for that you thought was going to be a lot of money. You paid a lot of money for it. Then you found out, there was a hole in the sole of the shoe, or it fell apart, or the shipping was too much, or.
Oh, I know. So my biggest bust. So far, I haven't even sold it yet, so it's definitely a bust. So like I said, I'm a sneakerhead, and the crazy thing about being a sneakerhead and trying to guess what shoes are worth going after with the highest resale value. You know what I mean? This happened to me twice. They're probably in the same category, but this one's worse because I did sell the other pair and I only lost probably $20 on the other pair. But because sometimes Nike does restocks, sneakers does restocks. A lot of these places do restocks on things that sold out. So I jump on the restocks. I try to get sizes that I think will sell, and I'm pretty decent at it. But when Adidas and Stan Smith did the collab on the Muppets, right? So they released the Kermit the Frog Stan Smith shoe. I jumped all over it. $130 some dollars. I got me a pair. I was pumped. Order went through. Confirmed, good to go. And then I got nervous because the whole rest of the day went by and none of the sizes had sold out yet.
Oh,
And that's the first bad sign, is when these shoes don't sell out, you know you just messed up, right? So then I think you can still buy them right now. You don't even have to, have to worry about it. They're still available on Adidas's website. So here I am. I got mine all the way down to like $85 free shipping right now on eBay. And I ended up paying like, $147 for them with shipping and tax and all that shit.
Dang.
So I'm like $147 into these things. And I have them for sale for $85 free shipping on eBay. Look at the prices up there. Look at the prices. Like on GOAT, they're $110.
Yeah. Is it this one, the one with all the Kermits, or
no? Mine's the one that has the K on the side of it.
Okay.
Look at that one, $79 on GOAT, brand new.
This is Adidas.com right here.
Yeah, you can still buy them for what, $100?
Oh, this is the Miss Piggy and Kermit the Frog.
So yeah, here I am. I still have these things. And the thing about it is, like, I got a size 12, which is what I wear. But I pulled these things out of the box and I'm like, I'm not wearing these, dude. I'm not wearing these.
What made you want to buy them in the first place? What did you think that they were going to be?
Because you know how collabs, anytime there's a collab like this, like when Adidas did the collab, the Star Wars collab, and they came up with those ugly Chewbacca shoes, right?
But did you see the packaging of those shoes, though?
Yeah, and they came with the cool pins and all that stuff.
Oh, man, they were dope.
So you think like those did really well, and then the Mandalorians did really well, and then the Boba Fett's did really well. So then they released the Muppets with Kermit and all that, and I'm like, I gotta jump on a pair of these, and lo and behold, they're still sitting on every single platform that exists. They are still sitting. So that was a dud, man, for sure. So I'm already like
sick.
Yeah, the Chewbacca's were cool, man. They were really cool. And it's just the thing about it, man. Like I might be in it again because Nike did a restock on a bunch of their Jordan 1 lows. And I like those.
Yeah,
I do too. I'm a Jordan 1 low fan, but to sneakerheads, they're kind of like, it's a Jordan 1 low, but whatever. They did a restock and I bought just about every colorway. There they are right there. The Star Wars Chewbacca's.
Let's go.
Yeah. And even the Boba Fett ones, the green ones, they have a little side pouch. They have a side pouch on them.
Those are cool.
Those did well too.
I like those.
Top 10. Adidas Top 10, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah. But so I bought all the different colorways of the Jordan 1, and I haven't sold a pair of those yet either. So I'm starting to get a little nervous.
Oh. Are they the all leather, or do they have a little bit of like that weird?
Well, I'll show you. I think I got a pair here somewhere.
It's like that weird nubuck or whatever it's called.
Well, I got the black patent leather ones too.
So Mess Hall is going to his looks like some sort of school locker.
My Jordan stash. So I got these Jordan 1 Racer Blues. Like these are sweet, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, that'll go good with this Titans jersey I'm wearing right now.
Yeah, like they're They are sweet, and they sold out immediately. Like I got a pair, they all sold out like they're supposed to. I said sweet, but I still have them in my hands, so they haven't sold yet, obviously.
Dang.
And then I got like the all black patent leather ones that would go good with like, you know, a tuxedo or prom or whatever. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't. Christmas is still coming. You know, you never know.
For sure.
But those
So-
Kermit the Frogs, bro,
Biggest bust, man. I feel you.
buy.
How was how many pairs of those did you buy?
Just one.
Just one. Okay, well that's not too bad.
No, it's not too bad.
You know, hey, you can always wear them. Hey, it ain't easy being green.
I'm not wearing them ever. You'll never see me wearing those. They're just not my. They're not. They don't look comfortable. They're.
You could do a raffle on them.
I'm not a Stan Smith fan. And yeah, and I'm scared because I was gonna auction them off, put them on auction on eBay.
Oof.
But then I see all these people I look at auctions and I'm like, oh, that must have hurt, man. That must have hurt.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm not the kind of person that's gonna just cancel it because I didn't get what I want. I'm not that kind of. I don't want to be that kind of seller.
Yeah, that's not a good.
I can just see me auctioning them off and they sell for 99 cents plus shipping. Some of these auctions I see are crazy, man.
They're going for like 100 on eBay right now.
Yeah, mine are
Or at least some of
85.
them. What's that?
Mine are $85 free shipping.
Maybe it's the size or something, you know?
Yeah, but size 12 is a good size because they don't really make too many. Look at that one. Go back. Look at this. That one's $59 free shipping right there.
Oh,
Size 10. I mean, ouch, you know?
150. Have you had them on there for a while?
Yeah, it's been 5 months.
Really? I would end the listing and relist them.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that, but still, like, I gotta compete with that one guy. Just had them for 70. Look at $64 free. $64.
These are the ones. This is the solds. Let me see what you said 11, right? Or 12?
Size 12. Stan Smith Kermit, size 12.
Let's see here. Yeah, not many of them sold in the size 12.
I know it, dude. It's
I don't want those big frog feet going.
frog foots, man. Come get your frog foots and mess hall.
Yeah. All right. So last question we have for you, Mess Hall, and I appreciate you coming on, man. It's been fun for sure. So for a person like yourself that has been reselling for several years now, what is some tips, some advice that you can give someone that's going into reselling or maybe a little hesitant and they want to know, hey, is this really for me? You know, a tip for a new reseller and a tip for a veteran reseller.
Okay, so for someone that's just starting out, I always say start with things around your house that you would normally donate, throw away, or have a yard sale and sell off. That's what you should start with. I made a lot of money selling my old stuff, like shirts I didn't wear anymore, shoes I didn't wear anymore, that kind of thing. So that gives you a great starting foundation. And then for me, my number one rule has been, and so far I've stuck to it after a couple years now. I've never dipped into my personal checking account ever to buy something. Every penny I spend comes from reselling. So if I flip something for 60, $60 profit, when eBay sends me that $60, that's the money I now have to take with me to the thrift store, antique store, Walmart, whatever.
Smart.
Once that $60 is gone, I have to wait till I sell something and get more money. You know what I mean? I don't borrow. Let me just borrow $100 from my personal account and I'll put money back into it. No, I don't do any of that. I have a separate business account with my own business debit card. And once that money is gone, and I've done it before, I've cleaned my business account out on, a $500 deal that I couldn't pass up or whatever. And I just had to wait. Just had to wait till eBay sent my next payout to my bank before I went out thrifting again or sourcing again. But the cool thing about it is because my full-time job and then my pension from my retirement from the Army, I can afford to reinvest every single penny. You know what I mean? A lot of people might not have that luxury like I do. And I'm blessed to do this. I get to do this, which is awesome. Every single dollar that I make, I might splurge and buy myself something every now and again, i.e. this Titans hat I'm wearing,
Hey,
I had to get me one of
Like
these,
that.
So I do pay myself sometimes from my reselling business, a little bit of a salary or a bonus, or I'll buy myself a pair of shoes or, what have you. But I try to reinvest everything into it. And that's how you start building, like I bought. When I first started, I said, I'm going to buy myself a nice laptops, or desktop. I'm going to buy myself a Rolo printer. I'm going to buy myself a nice scale. I'm going to get some ring lights for my YouTube channel. You got to start buying things with your reselling profits so that if you ever do decide to go full time, then you have all those little dumb things that you don't think about, when you go into it. So that's more for like a more experienced reseller. Because when we had Dixon's Pickens on the show, I mean, he'd been reselling for 9 months and he's full time already. I
know, which is crazy.
That's crazy talk to me, man. But
yeah, he's killing it though. I know. I sent him a message. We want to have him on, and he seems to be doing pretty well. So.
Yeah, his greatest asset is he lists immediately always. That's a great habit to get into. I'm way off from that because I'm the guy that goes to the thrift store and I got 2 carts full of shit. So it's a little harder to list all that stuff as soon as I get back home with all the other things I got going, but. So that's my advice. And then don't compare yourself is another one, because I on Instagram, especially, I see a lot of people posting their numbers and their sales. And
I feel like I don't mean to
be discouraging for some people that are just starting out. Like, man, I only made 2 sales this week. This guy is showing a picture of his, Monday shipping stack. You seen the Monday shipping stacks? Right. And there's like 45 packages getting ready to be shipped out. If you're a new reseller and you're only selling 2 things a week, that's going to discourage you. You're going to be like, what am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong. You just haven't achieved that level yet. Keep going. Don't let it bother you. Because a lot of people like to keep up with the Joneses, man. They see what other people are doing and they want that and they want it fast. And it takes patience and it takes hard work, man. And you don't know what they're doing. Their business might be something different than what you got going on. So you can't ever compare yourself, ever, man. So don't let it discourage you. There's people throwing numbers up there. Made $200,000 in 90 days. Like, oh, that's awesome, man. Great job. That's just them. That you don't know what they're doing. You don't know what their business is. They might have 2 warehouses or something. You just don't know what people got going on, man. So. Don't get caught up on what you see, and always start with something that you love. Like me, I love sneakers. You guys love Funkos, and we love hats, and we love sports, and stick with the things you love because it's more fun. Like we just talked about, it's so much more fun when you see something that you like personally and it's worth money. That'll keep you going. That keeps you going when sales are slow. At least you're having a good time finding the stuff.
Heck yeah.
Exactly.
Heck yeah. Well, that is fantastic advice. If you get anything out of this interview, guys, is that right there. The advice that Mess Hall just blessed us with for sure. But guys, that concludes another fantastic episode of This Week in Reselling. Thank you so much, Mess Hall, for coming on. Again, guys, follow him on all of his socials. It's linked down in the description below. YouTube, Instagram. I think it's all at Mess Hall Digs, right?
Mess Hall Digs everywhere. You could even Google me, man. I Googled
Google him, baby.
I Googled myself and like some of my videos popped up. I was kind of
nice. Yeah, I don't have we. I don't think I've ever Googled.
I haven't either.
That's interesting. Okay.
We should do it. Let's do it.
We should do it. So, guys, thank you so much for coming on, Mess Hall. We do appreciate it. Thank you, everyone in the chat. And like always, make sure you subscribe to the podcast, This Week in Reselling. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, The Nashville Flippers, and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Dustin just started an OnlyFans for $59.99. You can have pictures of his left index toe. So be on the lookout for that. So, my name is Ray.
My name's Dustin.
I'm Mess Hall.
There you go.
There we go.
We'll catch you guys on the flip side. See y'all. God bless.
Peace.